Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Cloud, and welcome to my personal VOD reviews of Locals. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Game 4 for Week 1 of the OP10 Meta, where I play GY Yamato versus Red-Green Smoker. Here's the deck list that I played in this match, and if you haven't already done so, please go check out the Locals retro video I made that covers this deck list and my overall thoughts on how Locals went this week. Without further ado, let's hop into the game. Last but not least, we've got game number 4, GY Yamato versus Red-Green Smoker. Another new leader from OP10, and it's the leader that I am most excited to play from the new set of leaders. So this is what I was worried about coming in blind to this Locals. I just wasn't sure how I was going to do against all of these new OP10 leaders. I didn't take the time to look at any of the deck lists really. So game number 3 when I was playing against Green Yellow Law, that was a little bit of a nervous match for me, even though it turned out pretty good. And now going against Red-Green Smoker, feeling nervous again because I know that this deck gained a lot of popularity after the Japanese championship when it won against all of these green-purple Lufis. So definitely scared for this matchup. I'm also a little disappointed that it's once again not an aggro deck. I was expecting a bunch of aggro decks and I didn't see any. But alright, we get into the deck cut and let's get into the roll. High roll again, I roll a 3. Why do I say high roll ever? And he rolls a 7. So he's gonna decide to go... I think he decides to go... second? If I remember correctly. Oh my goodness, look at that hand. I draw 3 Hody Jones? That's not what you want to see. I hard mulligan that. You never want to see that many Hody Jones. Sheesh. Yep, see you later. Give me a moment as I reshuffle. I'm getting better at these. What do you call it? Pile shuffling? Mash shuffling? Riffle shuffle? Side riffle shuffle? I've never learned the actual name. I've just kind of tried my best to learn how to do it from other players and just watching a few videos online. I've just already forgotten the name. I always like to do 7 of these, but when I'm talking to my opponent, sometimes I forget to count. It's fine. Cuts. And let's see what my actual starting hand is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set out my life. Fist bump, and let's get started. Okay, pause right there. Oh, okay, so he went first. I'm going second. But I want to go back to just see what my starting hand is. Too slow. Okay, so my starting hand is 9 Flash, 8 cost Kate again, 4 cost Charlotte Cracker, 3 cost Izo, and Electrical Luna. So let's just do a quick, counter count. We've got 1k from the Cracker and a 2k from the Izo. So not the best starting hand in terms of counter. And I didn't really see any of the cards I like to start with. No Tonoyasu, no Onami, not even a Hody Jones. But that's to be expected when you draw 3 Hody Jones. That's kind of nuts. But we're gonna see what we can do with this stand. So he goes 1 Dawn, pass, back to me, I draw for turn. It's a Nami, 5 cost Nami. Go up to 2 Dawns. Nothing I can do here. Oh, I'm sorry. I left the markings on there. But yeah, this is why I like Tonoyasu in my opening hand. If I'm going second, with those 2 Dawns, I can usually establish the Tonoyasu on board. A lot of decks don't have any ways to kind of just deal with the early card, and so if I had Tonoyasu on board and another card in my hand, Onami maybe, when I go to my turn 2 and I'm at 4 Dawn, I can pop my Tonoyasu plus 3k on my leader, 4 Dawn, Oh, let me just throw that on there and go, what is that? 12k? 12k at my opponent's life. Double attack on turn 2. That's insane. Or I can do Nami, right, for 2 Dawn. Give my leader Banish, pop Tonoyasu. Now it's 3k plus Banish. And then with my remaining 2 Dawns, attach it. And now it's a 10k double attack Banish. So sometimes I like going second if I can see those cards. Wish I didn't. So what do I do here? I counter out of his 6k swing. He plays down the Rosinante blocker. Dang it. Low cost blockers. The enemy of Yamato. And yep. You know what? 9k. Just force him to block. Okay, I didn't want to play out anything out here. Right here anyways. Want to make sure you get his blocker out of the way. I could have played that Kikunojo that I drew. But it's fine. He goes 5k. I counter 1. In this match, I'm trying to stay relatively healthy as the player going on the even curve, because this is a 5 life leader and I only have 4 life, so I'm already technically down 1. And if I start taking hits too early, then it just puts more pressure on me to try to survive later. If I counter now out of these smaller hits, then I can just get this life later, right? You gotta sometimes think of your life as just resource and it's giving you card draw. I'm also trying to save my life so that if I can eventually get them down to 3 life, I can hopefully get some trigger bodies. So that's why I'm countering. He uses 5 Dawns to play out the new Smoker, and then 3 Dawns to play out Sanji. And that's right. So pause here real quick. I'm going to pull up Smoker on the screen so that people who might not be familiar can read his leader ability. It reads, opponent's turn, all of your Navy or Punk hazard type characters gains plus 1000. Activate main once per turn. If you have a character with 7000 power or more, set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active. So this is just really nice because by him going second, he's at 6 Dawn right now. He uses 5 to play the Smoker, then uses leader ability to gain 2 rested Dawn, so he's back up at 3 Dawn, which lets him play out the... Sorry, I think I said Nami earlier, but it's Sanji. So. Okay, let's continue. Now I'm at... Oh, wait a second. I'm at 7 Dawn? 6 Dawn? Wait a second, he went first. How did he do this? Oh, Smoker. Sorry. That's right. So let me pull up Smoker on screen, because clearly I forgot the card itself. Smoker says, effect, banish, and then activate main, set up to 1 of your Dawn cards as active. Then you cannot set Dawn cards as active using character effects during this turn. So that's how I got the 3 Dawn. It was actually not what I said. So it was 2 Dawn, so 2 Dawn here, and then 1 Dawn here. And that's how he got 3 to play out the Sanji. Sorry, correction there. And so that's why I'm at 6 Dawn. So at 6 Dawn, I know I have the Nami in hand that costs 5, and I think I want to just get rid of the Smoker as soon as possible. He doesn't have any protection for it right now. And Nami says that, let me pull it on screen. On play, you may trash 1 card with trigger from hand, KO up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Then if I have 3 cards or less in hand, I can draw a card. But really, I'm just trying to go for the KO effect. Just get rid of the banish, get rid of his ability to restand 1 Dawn. So I just do a simple 6k double attack banish here. Oh. Then I play the Nami, trash the Kikunojo that was just bricked in my hand, KO the Smoker, and that's it. Pass back to him, he draws 1. He plays 1 Dawn for Virgo, lets him look at top 5 for a Punk Hazard, I think. Yeah, Punk Hazard. He picks... What's it again? Come on. Ooh. Okay, while he's picking, I only have 1k counter in hand. That's bad. He picks the Tony Chopper blocker from OP10. And plays 2 Dawn. Plays out Monet. And I'm gonna pull that card on screen as well. Monet, OP10. It reads, activate main, you may rest this character, give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters, then give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1000. So he's giving my Nami minus 1000, and he gives the 2 Dawn to his leader. And then he plays out another card. Oh yeah, here I'm just asking to make sure what the power is of Sanji. Sanji gains plus 3000 power when it's his turn. So taps 5 Dawn, or 4 Dawn, and he plays, I think that's Mole Gun from the new starter deck. So let me pull that up. Gum Mole Gun. 4 Dawn, effect main, give up to one opponent's characters minus 5000 power for this turn. Then if you have a character with 6000 power or more, pay up to one of your opponent's characters with 2000 power or less. So yeah, that's why it was important. That's why I was checking, like, hey, what's your Sanji's power at? It's 6k, so it allows him to KO my Nami. And then he just swings 6k at my life. And I think here I have to just take it. I don't have enough counter in hand. So yeah, take it. Tono Yasu. Beautiful. And then he swings 7k with leader. And I'm thinking about triggering it. Sorry, I actually did. I'm looking at it and I just completely did not see it. Like Charlotte Cracker. Charlotte Cracker's trigger is discard 1 card, play this card. And I think I just do it because here's the thing with Cracker. I'm gonna pull it up on screen. Cracker says effect Dawn 1. If you have less life cards than your opponent, this character gains double attack and plus 1000 power. So he's definitely got more life than me. With Cracker on the board, it's gonna be a 6k double attack. 2x. And then my leader was also a double attack, right? So I can get a lot of value here out of 2 double attack swings. So I think I do want to trigger it, and I'm just deciding what card I want to trash. Because if you look at my hand, I have both Electric Luna and Carrot. Both of these have freezing abilities, which just means that their rested characters do not become active during their next turn. I can use Luna to freeze this board that I'm looking at right here. I can maybe just use Carrot to just freeze maybe 1 card and deal with the other one. Probably that Nami. Or not Nami. That's Sanji. I want to keep the 9 Flash because it's just a great ability. I don't know if he's going to play out any blockers. I know this deck does run like the 2-cost Rosinante blocker we saw earlier, and maybe he's going to put out a Kid next turn. So just having the power boost would be nice to keep in hand. I forgot what this last card is on. Oh, it's the 8-cost Kid. 8-cost Kid is not helping in scenario, so I could trash the 8-cost Kid. So I think that's what I actually do. Yep, trigger. And then... Okay, actually, I think if I remember correctly, I might have not wanted to trash the Kid just in case I needed it, to play a big body. Because I'm going to be at 8 Dawn next turn, actually. That's right. I'm at 6 right now, going to 8. I could just play out the 8-cost Kid. So I give up the Luna. It's fine. Back to my turn. Draw for turn. It's the Momonosuke blocker. And so what do? All of his characters gains plus 1000. The Sanji is not at 6k though, which is nice. And I think I'm telling myself I definitely want to get value out of the Cracker, which means I know I need to attach 1 Dawn to him. Unfortunately, my opponent is not at 3 or less life, so I can't use my leader ability. So yeah, I just go 7k double attack to his life. And something funny is really gonna pop up soon. I didn't say it. I know it's been in the back of my mind. If you caught it, let me know in the comments. But I will bring it up in a second. But he takes the hit. Now he's at 3 or less. So I can activate leader ability. And with 5 Dawn, I think I want to put down the blocker. So hopefully I can just, live another turn. Thinking. Yep. Do it. 7k, double attack swing. Oh, interesting. I do 7k to the Monet, and I play the carrot to freeze the Sanji. Why? Why did I do that? Sorry, I'm gonna go back here. Let me see how many cards he had in hand. He had 4 cards in hand. Was I afraid that he was gonna counter out of my double attack? I think I really just wanted to get rid of the Monet. And then I know I could use character freeze the Sanji. I didn't want to play the blocker because I have no Land of Wano to heal, but maybe in hindsight, I should have just put down the blocker to potentially live one more turn. Yeah, this was a strange turn. I'm going to count this as a misplay potentially, but I know Monet's ability is really beneficial for him. He gets to always attach 2 Dawn, so just get rid of it. Play carrot, freeze the other one, and just pass the turn. 4 cards in hand, 2 life, no blockers. He goes up to 8. I'm thinking he's playing the kid here, but he does not. He plays Rayleigh, which I was not expecting. So he gives -3 and -2. And I think he KOs the carrot. Yeah, KOs the carrot. Obvious choice. And now he's got... He restood 2 Dawn thanks to his leader ability. He's at 9 Dawn. I should have said that at the beginning. If I said 8 Dawn, I'm sorry. He's at 9 Dawn. Used 8. Gained 2 back. And he's going... Yeah, because my cracker is a 3k, you can just do 3k there. Maybe I should have countered out of that to keep the cracker on board. And then here's where it happens. We're like thinking, like, wait a second, something's off. And if you didn't notice it, but my opponent played Smoker with 5 life when Smoker is actually a 4 life leader. So we're like, oh shoot, he's actually has 1 extra life. And it's just a friendly locals, so we're just like, okay, we'll take your bottom life and just stick it at the bottom. He's apologizing. It's all cool. We're all good. We're just here for fun games. So he was like talking about, yeah, like how did you get the double attack? It's like, makes sense. So to be fair, yeah, I did get the double attack off from both my cracker and my leader ability. I guess it wouldn't matter because the order I did it in was cracker first, then leader. But still, that could have changed some of our decision making if we had the proper life count, but it's okay. So, squared that away. And let's just speed this up a little bit as we're talking about what happened there. Yep, so then he goes 7k with leader. 5 times 1, and I just take it. I'm finally at 10 Dawn. And I draw a Hody Jones. I forget if that was the one from Life. I missed it. I was too busy dealing with the timer here. So what did I get from Life? It was the carrot. Okay, so I got carrot from Life, got Hody Jones from my deck. And this is where I made another misplay, unfortunately. So I remember this one clearly because we were talking about it. He's got, I think, 3 cards in hand. I want to say 2 to 3 cards. So with the way his board is, I think I just have to go for game here. But my mind was not thinking that for some reason. My mind was thinking we can survive one more turn. I do an 8k double attack just to see what happens. You know, maybe I can play Hody Jones after and, you know, finish the game. But he draws 2, and I think he goes up to 4 cards in hand. 4 or 5. I played Tonoyasu, and then this was a giant misplay. So in my mind, I'm thinking I can survive one more turn. I'll put down a blocker. I'll heal 1, 2 life. I'm good. Why did I think that? I have no idea. I only have 1k counter in hand. What was I thinking? That was like the misplay of the century, probably. Too much exaggeration. Yeah, he draws. He's at 10 Don now. Plays up the Hody Jones. I forgot this deck runs Hody Jones. Didn't even think about it. Rest my blocker. He goes 7k. I just take that. Thinking. He goes just 8k with Rayleigh. I have to take that. Alright, so I'm thinking about triggering this Kozuki Hiyori. This is the one that I mentioned in my previous games, but if you don't remember, I'll pull it up on screen. Just says, trigger, play this card. On play, up to one of your land of Wano type leader characters gains plus 1000 power for the turn. It doesn't matter. I only have 2k counter in hand. So maybe it's better to just keep the 2k in hand. Who knows? Yeah, it's just a loss from here. Yeah, so I'm like, it doesn't matter. Let me just trigger it actually. I'll just go +1. Maybe I can trick him or something. I don't know. He goes 12k and I just concede. And he got the game. When he gets to the top. So here's why it's a misplay. If I remember correctly, okay, I can see it here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand after taking those last 2 life from earlier. I should have done something completely different, and he told me about this, so we're gonna talk about it now. I'm at 10 Don. That's the last thing I want to say, by the way. Just this video is going a little long, so let me just finish this and we'll wrap it up here. So I'm at 10 Don, right? Then I have, this is my hand. I have Tonoyasu, Hody Jones, even the 9 Flash in hand. So with 3 Dawn, or with 2 Dawn, I can play Tonoyasu, right? Let me erase this first. And then move the timer up a little bit. Alright, move it back, so it's just the empty board, yep. I can play Tonoyasu, plop it, give my leader +3, okay? And then I still have 8 Dawn to work with. I can just maybe go up to 9k here by attaching that last 1 more Dawn. So it'd be +4. 9k, double attack, not banish, sorry. 9k double attack to his life. He said that he would have taken that because he had no counter, but either way, that probably would have been the better move. Because then what happens afterwards is I play Hody Jones next. This is a 8k body, and I can attach leader or 2 Dawn thanks to leader ability to it, so +2k, and do 1 final 10k swing. So with the initial 9k swing, if I had done it that way, 9k, he would have needed to have given up 3 cards, 2 2ks and a 1k, and then afterwards he would have needed to have given up even more to survive that. But if the first double attack went through, yeah, he would have had to deal with the 10k, and he was telling me that his hand was actually bricked. He would have had exactly 10k counter, or to get to 10k, and I would have won the game. But oh well. Either ways, I took the loss here. I know we had that weird technicality where he had accidentally 5 life, but it's fine. I still just considered it a loss. You know, we don't need to take it seriously. It's not regionals, but sometimes that's how it is. That's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember, keep your minds fresh and your spirits free. See ya!